Oh, busman again. Oh, shit. I'm really tired now. Been a hard, long day. First thing I did was sleep in. That was good. Then I got up and went to the bank. That was bad. Because I gave them the check, but they won't give me any money. But anyway. Then what did I do? I don't know, I went home. And I was just thinking about what I did. Didn't watch TV. I went down the street and had a look at the bus yard. He's got some good buses down there, but they're only school buses. And, not the same. You can't catch them. But you can, like I said before in the last vlog. But school kids, man, they're just not worth the hassle. Those guys, they're just hardcore. Talk about peer pressure. I tell you what, just listen to those stories. Those guys are hard, mate. Hard. One of them's got, well, I don't know. They just got all this stuff going on, like brand name stuff, Anyway, yeah, we're not talking about that. Yeah, I think that was about it. Looked at my cat, I looked at my dog, and patted them a bit, gave them something to eat, and listen to some music, listen to some New Order. I think I listened yet. Listen to some Beastie Boys, like Beastie Boys. Still a bit up tempo, Still gets you moving, even when you're not moving. Yeah. So anyway, well, there's no point going out anyway because there's no buses, is there? God damn it. I can't even remember what neighbourhood I live in, but this neighbourhood is never going to get a bus. Never going to catch a bus anywhere. God, if I could catch a bus, I could go, somewhere. Like, I can't believe how close this town is to the city and I can't catch a bus. Should be able to catch a bus, but I can't. Yeah. You go over the hill, you get a bus at Selleck's Hill. Yeah, you can catch a bus there, government bus. Yeah, they're buses that never come either. They suck, those buses. They seem forever when you got to wait for one, especially if you miss one. You got to wait. So I have found some buses lately, but then it does this crazy thing. It drives down the road and then goes around the block, and then it drives down the road a bit further and goes around the block again. And it goes, and it keeps doing this. It does it all through Aldinga. It does it all the way through Seaford. It does it all the way through Old Noarlunga. Man, what would take you 15-20 minutes in your car to drive to Noarlunga, it takes an hour in this bus that does this loop-de-loop-de-loop-de-loop-de-loop thing. And then there's no one on the bus. No one catches it. Because it's stupid. It's just like, like the idea of a bus is to get somewhere. A guided tour of the back suburbs of, is really, fantastic. I mean, the guy could be doing a talk over. He could be telling us all about it. Like which government did this and which government did that and which greenie's doing this, you could get all that going, but it's not supposed to be a tourist bus. Like what about the people who got to get to work? They want a bus that gets like from there to there, quick as possible. Not one that goes around and around and around and around in circles. I mean, maybe those buses should be there just for the grannies at 2 o'clock or something. when they want to go to the supermarket. The ones who can't walk to the corner, you know. But whoa, that's just ridiculous. So even though that's a bus, I think you're probably just better off riding, even hitchhiking. Probably get there quicker. That's just silliness bus. I don't know who came up with that idea. But anyway, that's the nearest bus. That's the nearest bus, and that gets you no longer. And then you can get off there, and then you can get on the train, and then you can go into Adelaide. It takes forever to get all that organised, by the way. Way too hard, considering it's only 50 minutes to drive in a car, but it's like 50 minutes to get to Noarlunga before you can get on the train. It takes 50 minutes to get into town. I mean, hello, I don't understand that kind of. I mean, how does that one work? I mean, is that fuck knows, man. Like, I reckon that's just some guy who sits in some office somewhere with a pen and a map and goes, we're gonna go over this way and then that way, and, you know, like, how about asking the people that use it, like me, busman? Well, I bet you I could make a better bus route than that. I reckon I'd sit on the bus. Maybe I'd drive the bus up and down all different streets for a few days, just pick people up and drop them off for free, and ask them what they think. You know, maybe something like that would work. You know, what do you think the best way to go is? I mean, you know, some dude who's like educated in university, he's got this fantastic degree in, you know, urban planning and all these fantastic credibilities, but I bet, you know, he's never caught a bus in his life. Well, maybe he did when he was a student. Maybe that's what his problem is. Maybe he hates buses and he wants to torture us all bus goers. Maybe he had a real big problem with people on buses. But he spent way too long on that bus just to get from Noarlunga to Sellex Hill. Way too long. Way too long. It's like a jail sentence, you know. It's not an enjoyable bus trip. It's like, you know, well, it's weird. It's, you know what I mean? It's like, what is the idea, you know? You're going around a complete block, you know, and coming back to the same place and then moving on. I mean, why don't you just get out of the bus, walk across the corner and wait for it to go all the way around the block and do that big loop and get back on again? I mean, you might even have a little bit more of an enjoyable life, you know. That's, I don't understand all that sort of stuff. I mean, there should be, you know, espresso, yeah, that's it, express bus routes, you know, get people from Sellex to Noarlunga and Aldinga, quick, you know. Hey mum, run me up to the corner, I want to catch the fast bus, I don't want to catch the round and round and round milk run bus. That's the bus I was thinking about. Oh, you know, what do these people know? They just build towns, you know. I don't know, you know, who educates these people. No, managers them, politicians. That's who manages them. And God, who educates politicians? There must be a school for them, you know. Maybe we should just get a whole bunch of politicians. That's a good idea. Why don't we fill out one of these buses full of politicians from Noarlunga to Sellex and say, guys, we're going to take you on a bus ride. And we say, what do you reckon? You comfortable riding this bus with us? And we get both sides, yeah? We're half the Liberal Party on one side, half the Labor Party on the side, and you put the Greens up in the back seat, you know? So they can, you know, because they're going to be the most trouble, you know, the Greens, so you might as well put them up the back, you know, because you always do that in a school bus, you know, all the troublemakers always go up the back in the corner, don't want. No, but they always run the show, remember? So that's an interesting one again. So yes, milk run bus. Sounds like a good idea. What do you reckon, busman? Yeah, I reckon. Because, you know, there's just not enough buses in this world. I mean, what are we going to do, you know? Can't all just keep driving cars until there's no petrol left. We've got to start catching buses sometime, you know. Because buses can be running lots of different stuff, you know, not like a car, you know. Now, you can run a car on ethanol. That's like alcohol. You can drink ethanol too. It doesn't taste like alcohol, but still gets you pissed. Bad headache, but yeah, nah, shouldn't try that one at home, but that's okay. I don't know, busman's getting tired. It's been a long day, you know. Had to walk home, you know, after, you know, missing the bus. The bus doesn't come, you know, that one. Anyway, well, we'll have to see you a bit later.